This is going into that roadmap, right? This is company-wide. You're developing something that is going to be taking years, and every single quarter is going to have something that's going to be produced. There's short-term and long-term goals to this. What exactly are we doing in the short term, right? There's demands to do something today. And it could be as simple as, integrating some type of chatbot, right? And having some type of LLM attributed to that. You're not alone. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to create something. There's a lot of system integrators. There's a lot of partners. There's a lot of companies that can help you implement AI very quickly with your current data set. The same thing is resource allocation, budget, personnel, technology. Today, another big aspect of preventing AI implementation, people say, is personnel, right? They need more people that have experience in this. And let me tell you something, you're not going to go find someone that has 15 years of machine learning and AI experience, and you're going to pick them up for the price that you want to pick them up for. This is something that you're going to have to either use external resources for, right? Hire consultants and consulting firms with services, or internally look at how you can train and relearn your current personnel to get to that next level. A lot of skills in this are transferable. It's just math, right? It's just math. And if you have someone with a strong financial background, taking them and saying, hey, we want you to start learning a little bit about the technology components to apply it to your job, it's easy to do. It's just the nature of the world today. You can't simply go 30 years without learning anything new. Every day you have to think about, how am I going to learn and develop myself internally and externally? Another one is milestones and KPIs. This is important, right? This is an important one to have, is to celebrate those wins. Have a good time, take a breather. If you have something, you deployed it in a couple of months and you actually have something used and you're monitoring, tracking, and the feedback's good, celebrate it, right? It's something that you want to do to internally promote yourself. And this is difficult. When you're creating these projects and you have something, you need to have the ability to have that post-sales value realization and have milestones associated with that and celebrate those wins. There's so many different management courses and books. I mean, ad nauseum, people say you have to celebrate the small wins. It keeps you motivated. You can't look at a mountain and say, man, I got to get to the peak up there. This is so much work. You have to look at the first step that you're taking in front of you. I'm going to get to base camp. I'm going to walk to 1 mile. I'm going to get to the 5 mile. I'm going to get to the 10 mile. Now I'm going to get to the top, right? Things like this require you to constantly think about these and keep the team motivated, because it's easy to put on blinders, get down to work, and not look at the peripherals and not enjoy the moment that you're in. The last one, right? Hammering this home, I think maybe because it's within my domain, but you don't want to have the rug pulled out under you when you're 8 months into a 24-month roadmap and you have someone say, we don't have money anymore, budget's pulled. You want to have where constantly you're able to defend what you're doing financially. We saw probably, I think last year, about a year ago, right? I think for that the 2022 to 2023 shift, there was this big factor, right? In the 2023, 2024, mass amount of layoffs. Companies had this reaction. They said, we need to cancel all budgets, no renewals, no increases, everything's flatlined. We need to figure out how we conserve cash, right? And if you're in this line item aspect approach, where they sit there and look at you as something that could be easily removed out of the equation, it becomes an issue. It's a lot of time dedication wasted, right? And it can really impact your business because these things are required, right? I think today the AI hype has helped a lot with companies dedicating investment to this, but I can guarantee you with any type of hype, there's a curve to it, right? There's going to be a bleed off and things are going to change, and you have to constantly keep relevant to what you're doing. You have to say, this is what we're doing and why, and here's what we've got out of it. We've helped save millions. We've helped produce this much. We've reduced costs by X, Y, and Z. This is what we're looking at going forward. You'll always be relevant and you'll always keep in factors with that, right? And you can use this personally in your personal life or any type of AI strategy that you're doing.